Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for I Hate Facebook. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And if you're wondering why I'm flipping through pages, is because I wanted to write a couple names down so I didn't forget about this film called Whatever It Takes from the year 2000 that is insanely forgettable and generic, in my opinion. If I Hate Facebook, if you like the film, if you're a fan of the film, you grew up with the film, that's cool. If people like the film, that's cool. This to me is so generic, by the numbers, predictable, unfunny, crappy fucking comedy. And during this time, there's other comedies like this you could watch that are better, whether it be Can't Hardly Wait, or She's All That, or 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger, or a variety of other films that did stuff like this much better. Now, Whatever It Takes, like I said, came out in 2000. I actually think one of the actresses, I could be wrong, I think she was in She's All That. But it stars Shane West. He's the guy who played Tom Sawyer in that movie, A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, with Sean Connery. He was in a few other stuff too. You also have James Franco, who would go on to be in the Pineapple Express, Disaster Artist, among other stuff. You also have Aaron Paul from the TV show Breaking Bad. He's in here. Colin Hanks, related to Tom Hanks, he's in this. The plot of the film is a take on Cyrano. Is a take on, some people might not even know who Cyrano is. Cyrano is a person is trying to fall in love with this lady, but someone else is writing what the person says to impress the lady to fall in love with him, when really it's this person who's writing the lovely words that this girl loves those words. Anyway, you know what? You want to watch that? Go watch Roxanne with Steve Martin, which is better than this. Shane West, he plays a guy who's a nerd. He plays the accordion. There's a fucking scene he plays Play That Funky Music White Boy with an accordion. He has a cowboy hat and boxers on. That's your comedy in this. He's best friends with this hot girl, but for some reason never thought of her as anything other than a friend. But he loves his dream girl. Meanwhile, James Franco plays a jock who wants to get with Shane West's best friend, the lady. So they come to a deal. James Franco goes, you help me deal with your best friend, I will help you deal with this lady who's your dream girl. And then they both are trying to help the other out. Whether it be James Franco telling Shane West, make it seem like you're not interested, that will do the opposite and treat her more. Or, push her and makes the guy push her into a pool. Meanwhile, Shane West is writing or letting James Franco say certain phrases to try to impress her. There's a point they go on a double date at an arcade. Not arcade. Amusement park. Why the fuck did I say arcade? Oh, I guess my amusement park up there. I'm like, I'd rather play an arcade. I'd rather play with my joystick. With or without the arcade. One wants the other. So you already know where this is going. Where they want the other girl, but the lead guy is going to realize that the girl that's her best friend, that his best friend, is actually the girl he truly wants. Because when he sees her falling for James Franco and kissing, then he's like, man, wait a minute, I actually do like her. And the dream girl is not as much of a dream girl. Because at one point they're ready to fuck, but she has rash on her feet. Or she's very self-centered. Or she's eating a bunch of shit, got a lot of shit in her teeth. But mainly it's because she's self-centered and she won't change. And the guy realizes that she's not a nice person. I'm like, no shit. Whether it's she puked on him during the amusement park ride and never said a whole lot about it, or all sorts of stuff. And as Shane West tells her, here's $5 for the meal, here's another $5 to buy a clue. And it's just dialogue or humor that just falls flat. I don't know how else to put it. Aaron Paul, he plays Shane West's buddy. His shtick is either being annoying, goes up to girls taking their pictures, or what the hell did he do? Oh, there's a party. He throws firecrackers at one point. And then Aaron Paul, his big deal is there's a build up to the prom. Which the one noteworthy thing is the prom, its theme is Titanic. Titanic dreams. Which even one person says, isn't that a bit fucked up? They don't say fucked, but isn't that a bit fucked up because people died during the Titanic, but it's part of your fucking theme? And so Aaron Paul wants to do a big prank because he thinks that this other guy who did a prank on the statue way back in the day and was remembered, and he wants to be a guy like that. So during the prom, he has a prank, and it opens up the pool, and some people fall into the pool, and then he gets arrested. And then this other guy, who I recognize the guy, but I always forget his fucking name. Damn it. It's not the guy from Hot Tub Time Machine, the asshole. It's the other guy who... I see him pop up in so many damn movies, and I can't remember his damn name, though. He's a sheriff, but you realize he's also the guy who played a prank back in the day, so he lets the guy, Aaron Paul, go. I'm sitting there going, it's predictable, it's full of cliches, it's not that funny, it's not... What is even the point of this film in a way? I mean, even American Pie did that fucking stuff before this. That was 99. Where Jason Biggs wants his dream girl, but then this other girl is actually the girl for him. The girl from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm bad with names. I apologize. I've always been bad with names. But yeah, he thinks that is the girl he wants, his dream girl, this Russian girl, but wait, it's actually this girl. Again, when you have American Pie, Can't Hardly Wait, She's All That, 10 Things I Hate About You, and various other these type of teen comedy romance films, this movie doesn't do anything to, I guess, other than the fact if you're a diehard James Franco fan or a diehard Aaron Paul fan, and you need to see every movie that they're in, it's just not that funny. It, like I said, falls flat on his face. Spoiler on the ending. Ooh, big surprise. James Franco, Shane West's best friend, realizes what's up, ties James Franco to a bed, while Shane West leaves the girl to her room. For all we know, those two will get raped. We don't fucking know. And then Shane West and this girl live right next to each other, and the guy is able to jump to this fucking balcony and says lines like, "You belong to me." And she falls for it. A guy said, "You belong to me." And then she falls for it, and they kiss, and now they're together. Again, big fucking surprise. Again, it's in the cacophony of decades of these type of films, even this era. There's no wonder I never heard of this movie before. This is just like a 5.5 on IMDb. I think even that's too high. And at first I was going to say, yeah, it's not a rant, I've seen so much worse movies. But I'm like, no, this is not a film. It was hard to watch. It was hard to sit through. Because I didn't give a shit about Shane West. I think there's a reason why he didn't become a big star. James Franco, it's one of his weakest performances. I like James Franco. As a person, I don't know if he did the stuff that he was accused of. I don't know. I wasn't there. As an actor, I liked him in Your Highness. I liked him in Pineapple Express. I liked him in The Disaster Artist. And yeah, I think this is one of his weakest, most generic roles. Aaron Paul, the few bits I saw in Breaking Bad, he's pretty decent. Here, he's just the annoying best friend. The girls, honestly, there was a point you could just interchange the girls and I couldn't tell them apart, really. The music, play that funky music, White Boy, via accordion. Like I said, I guess if you're if you're really big into these type of films, or you need to see any Shane West or James Franco or Aaron Paul film, other than that, I don't really see what there is to it. Again, if people, I hate Facebook, if you like the film, that's cool. If other people like the film, that's cool. To me, this was just such a... You know when you watch a film, you go, this is one of those don't give a fuck realms of pontification. What does that mean? You just don't give a fuck. Like, you're watching it, you're like, nothing about this, not the characters, not the dialogue, there's no fucks given. There's no big like personality or charm to the characters. The dialogue I didn't find witty or funny. It just, as a comedy, wasn't that funny. As a plot, just predictable and cliche. Like I said, other than the prom theme being about Titanic. Again, go watch Can't Hardly Wait instead. Go watch even She's All That. Even, various other movies, like, just go watch those instead. So, with that said, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.